Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're gonna go over one of the most important questions and one I get all the time, and it's, how do I start eating healthy? Now listen, I know in this fridge of yours, there's vegetables that are dying in there. I know you're buying them and you're not eating them. Let's go over it. So the biggest tip I can give you is to add, not subtract. So if you were looking for a steadier mood, increased energy, decrease your inflammation, happier hormones, and just to feel better and healthier, which we all want, it's balancing your meals. So every single time you eat, you spike your glucose. So this constant spike up and down can impact our hormonal balance, our hunger hormones, our inflammation levels, energy levels, organs, all the things. So to flatten that curve and just have sustained energy levels and just feel more satiated, we want to balance our plate and pair our foods. Many times we just have little bits of food here and there, maybe a little bit of carbs, a little protein. We're just snacking throughout the day, or we're trying to eat as minimally as possible because that's what we were told healthy is. But we're not feeling our energy sustained, we're not feeling good, or we're not seeing results because we're not nourishing our bodies and ourselves, and that's number one. So instead of thinking about restricting food and taking it away, it's bringing it in. So that plate is protein, carbohydrates, veggies, healthy fats, and that's what it means by a balanced plate. Number two, do not restrict. Eating healthy does not mean you have to take away the foods that you love the most or change your eating habits entirely. It's all about seeing what you can bring in that feels more nourishing and also helps you feel just better overall. So take a look at your current meals. We're not throwing them away, we're bringing things into it. 3, prep. You are more likely to eat more nourishing meals and have meals in general if you prep things. And I'm not talking about having your whole week prepped every single meal. All you have to do is just have some veggies cut up, maybe just while you're watching Netflix, just have some water boiling on the stove, make some rice, microwave some rice and just put it in a bowl so you have it in the fridge, or just prepare some proteins while you're making a dinner, just make some extra so you have some from the week, because you are more likely to make a meal, build a meal if there's stuff already made. Because I know a lot of the times, if there's no food in the fridge, I'm not having a freaking meal. I'm like, I don't feel like it, so I'll just grab some snacks or I won't eat anything. And that's not conducive to my health and the results I wanna see. Number 4, make it sexy. You are more likely to stick to something when it's sexy. You're more likely to want to do something when it's hot. So make foods that excite you and recognize if you feel like I'll never be able to like veggies or I'll never be able to like foods that maybe are more nourishing than me. It's a journey and it takes time for your taste buds to actually adapt to these things if you've been eating a certain way for so long. Incorporate the meals that turn you on and your taste buds will change as we start to add in some more nourishing ingredients. But let's stick to those recipes that excite you. So number 5, see where you can bring in some nourishing alternatives. So instead of a white pasta one day, maybe you do a red lentil pasta for higher protein, more fiber, and more potassium. So let's look at your meals. Number 1, ask yourself, is it balanced? Is there protein, carbohydrates, fats, and veggies? Number 2, ask yourself, is it sexy? Do I enjoy this? Is it yummy? Because we aren't changing our meals, we're just adding into it. And then number 3, how can we maybe switch out some of those more processed ingredients for maybe some more nutrient-dense ingredients? So for example, if you're using canola oil to cook, which is highly processed, maybe we're using an avocado, a coconut, and olive oil. Maybe if you have chips on your plate, you're using avocado oil chips. So seeing what areas of the plate that you can make little shifts here and there.
Yeah, I know. You just got cash. Blow some more.
All right, so a very popular breakfast is oats. So the first tip, add, not subtract. So how can we add this meal to have more sustained energy? Because a lot of the times when you have a big bowl of oats in the morning, you have your energy, but then you crash because there's nothing to sustain that. So we wanna add to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some walnut milk, healthy fats, omega-3s, great for your brain health. You can also add whatever milk of choice you want. That's gonna be my base. We're gonna add some cacao powder. Remember, we wanna make these meals sexy. So we're making a chocolate raspberry bowl of oats. So I'm adding some cacao powder, high antioxidants, we love to see it. Okay, so we have the carbohydrate component. Now we wanna add some protein. So I'm gonna add some unflavored collagen. You can also add some chocolate protein, whatever you want. That's gonna add our protein component in. Mix it up, mix it up. Hey. I'm gonna add a little bit of sweetener to it. This is monk fruit sweetener, yum. Yeah. All right, my AC is broken. I'm hot as hell, so we're gonna take this off. All right, so I just microwave for 2 minutes. Now we're gonna add some healthy fats to it. I'm gonna add some walnut butter. Super high in omega-3, so great for brain health. And for some more fats, I'm gonna bring in some chocolate. So we're also gonna do more chocolate. If you are looking for a healthy chocolate brand alternative, Hu or Evolved are my favorites. All right, and now I'm gonna top it with some raspberries for some fiber, some more vitamins and minerals. And here we have a healthy chocolate bowl for breakfast. So we all love pasta and pizza. A great way to add, not subtract, is actually add some veggies and hide them in the sauce. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut up all these veggies. I'm gonna saute them, add some olive oil and some spices. Then I'm gonna blend them with the sauce and you won't even taste them, and it's a great way to hide them in. So then we're adding our nutrients, fiber, all the things, and then we're gonna pair them with our carb, which is our pasta, and then we're gonna make meatballs for our protein. Eggplant's a great introductory vegetable because it doesn't really taste like anything. Actually, the easiest veggies for you to add to any meal is typically cauliflower or frozen spinach to smoothies because you don't really taste it. But eggplant's one of those. Tastes like water. So red peppers have more vitamin C than oranges, and they are such a good little superfood and easy snack. So if you want, what I love doing with peppers, and if you are scared of peppers or haven't eaten them, they have a good crunch. So what I do is I put a lot of cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning, and then I put either like pepperoni or salami or whatever kind of meat on there, so then for your protein and you have your fat, and good little snack. All right, now we got our spaghetti cooking. Now I cooked down the veggies, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add it to the blender, blend it up, and add it with the sauce. Okay, I put so many veggies in the sauce, and you can't taste it. It tastes like pasta sauce. You also can do the same trick for pizza sauce. So it's a great way to get your veggies in if you don't like eating veggies. So now we made our pasta. We're gonna top it with our very nutrient-dense pasta sauce, and then I'm gonna top it with some meatballs. All right, put the meatballs in here, and it's sexy, okay? That's number one. So now we have the protein from the meatballs, pasta with carbohydrates, veggies all in the sauce, and for our healthy fats, I'm gonna add some olive oil. And if you don't shut your pants like me with dairy, you would add some cheese and call it a day. So a very popular dinner is a Big Mac. So we're gonna do a Big Mac bowl. So we're gonna make our fries in the air fryer, and then we're gonna top it with a Big Mac sauce. Now, one of my favorite hacks, Primal Kitchen is one of my favorite brands if you're looking for a brand who has more nourishing ingredients in their, oh my God, they make everything. They make mayo, they make tartar sauce. So instead of canola oil, they use avocado oil in all their products, and they're just incredible. So that's what we're gonna use for our mayo base for our Big Mac sauce, and then you're gonna mix it with mustard, ketchup, and a little bit of vinegar. And then I normally like doing it with rice, but we're doing potatoes today, but white rice is so good. And then we're gonna chop it with pickles, tomato, and onion. And if you don't like tomato and onion yet, then just set the bowl because you already have carbs, protein, and healthy fats, which our healthy fats are gonna be from that Big Mac sauce with the avocado oil. You can also add some avocado oil to it as well. But if you like pickles, that's your little fermented veggie. All right, so we have our fries as our base. We're gonna top it with our beef, and then all of our veggies, and then the Big Mac sauce. It's gonna be good. Now listen, remember to give yourself grace as you are learning to bring in more nourishing foods, and take small steps, take baby steps, and recognize that even just bringing in some tomatoes when you don't even eat veggies is a huge thing. So recognize you don't have to go all or nothing. That is not the mentality. That just leads to binging. So we're just simply bringing in more amazing things to your meal. All right, so y'all know I love healthy desserts. I hollowed out an apple. I put a little bit of granola on the inside, and I'm actually topping it with a little butter just to make it really just yummy. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of maple syrup on it. Dankity dank, that's actually a lot of maple syrup. All right, so now we're gonna top it with vegan ice cream. Now we have carbs from the granola and the apple. I actually have protein as well because I used collagen oats. But then I also mix the oats with butter, or you can mix it with coconut oil for some fats. You're also gonna get some fats from the ice cream. So then I'm also, for protein, I'm gonna use a little bit of walnut butter or a little bit of peanut butter, and that's gonna be my protein, carbohydrates, and fats for my dessert. So this is a great way to add to your ice cream if you want ice cream for dessert. So we have the fiber and antioxidants and vitamins and minerals from the apple. We have the healthy fats with the nut butter and the coconut oil, and we're bringing in even more protein. I used a collagen little oats mix from Purely Elizabeth. You can get this actually at Costco now, and that's a great way to just add to your dessert. It's like jump roofing. It's like 8:30 p.m. Anyway, but I love chocolate. Never take chocolate away. So some of my favorite brands, Evolved, Hu, not sponsored at all. I just love chocolate to death. But again, to reiterate this whole video, Every single meal should be sexy, exciting, and fun. And just make sure you're looking at everything and it's a balanced plate so you can stay nourished and satisfied in all the things. And I'll see you in the next video.
Ass fat. Yeah, I know. You just got cash.